Please welcome from The Daily Show Emmy Award-winning producer, Adam Lowitt.
New York, how we doing, New York? We got any single people in the house? Some single folks? It's okay. Feel free to clap with your tears. That's fine, too. A lot of people, you know, everyone handles being single differently. There's a lot of single guys who want to go to strip clubs at the end of the night. I am not one of those people. I don't like strip clubs because it's rare that I'm hanging out with my friends at a bar thinking, you know, this is cool, but you know what would be cooler? If we all had simultaneous erections. That would be such a time. And some of the stuff that goes on at those clubs is really close to prostitution. And I'll tell you my feelings on prostitution because they're pretty much the exact same as my feelings on parasailing. Like, I don't have any desire to do something like that. But if my parents are going to pay for it, I guess that's cool. Some single people get really, like, sad and lonely. I had my friend who was hanging out the other day, comes up to me, he's like, oh my God, sometimes I see these girls in the street, I start having these passion attacks. I was like, wow, did you just try and redefine the word rape? I don't think we're allowed to do that. Did I miss a meeting or something? I have a girlfriend now, she's great, but you know, I was single for a long time. I was out there dating here and there, and I noticed the thing about myself when I was single is that I would get increasingly bitter, and that I would act on that bitterness. Like, I was out on a date one time with this girl. Things were going great. She was gorgeous. She looked just like Drew Barrymore from E.T., and we were having a blast. It was so fun. We get to the end of the night, and she says to me, God, I really want to go back to your place, but I don't know if it's a good idea. You should convince me to go home with you. I was like, convince you? Isn't that what we just... Like, I don't want to pull back the curtain on the last few hours, but I feel like I was pleading my case pretty hard to the jury in there. Convince you? It was so weird. I'm like, you know, I don't know what else to tell you. If you don't want to come hook up with a less muscular, Jewy version of Vin Diesel, I don't know what else I got for you. So we went our separate ways. I got on the subway, I went back to my house, I got off the train, I got a text message from her that says, I ran after you to get on the train and come back with you, but I was too late. And I think I would have found that, like, really romantic under any other circumstance. And then the proper response could have been like, don't worry about it. Maybe next time. I chose to go with, you should have run faster. Which is such a horrible thing. That's not my personality at all. Even before I sent it, my phone was like, really? All right. That is not the text message you send to someone that you're courting. That's the one you send to your friend when they come in second in a marathon. People are always surprised that I would send a text message like that because, like, oh, you seem like such a nice guy. Which is true. I am a nice guy. For a while. I'm kind of like an M. Night Shyamalan movie. Like, it takes about an hour and a half of hanging out with me before people are like, oh, I get it. He's been a dick the whole time. That's where I'm at lately, where I have completely irrational anger all the time. I was walking on the sidewalk the other day, saw a plastic bag floating around doing one of those American Beauty things. I honestly just stood there and rolled my eyes at the bag. Really? Really? 12 years after the movie came out. Come on, get a new bit, do something. Why don't you and the volleyball from Castaway just get together and understand that it's over? Film your Where Are They Now TV show and move back to Brooklyn. The only thing that's getting me through the winter is snowboarding. I really like snowboarding, and yeah, one person. I I like snowboarding. Last year was the first year I really got into it. I committed 100%. I bought the board, I bought the gear, I picked the mountain, and then I was like, oh, I don't have any snowboarding friends. This is really weird. So what was an extremely low point in my life, I signed up for a website called Meetup.com. I didn't feel the same way. Give me 2 minutes. If you've never heard of the website, it's exactly what it sounds like. People with mutual interests getting together to go do an activity. Now, I've never done online dating, and this is online friendship, which feels way fucking worse. I can imagine it's the same feeling of defeat as dating online, and then just subtract the prospect of getting laid. It's perfect. So people say to me, why don't you just sign up for a Facebook snowboarding group? And my answer to that is, I don't like to showcase my desperation. Every time you make a move on Facebook, all of your friends get to find out about it. Like Adam's become a fan of Mamma Mia. I don't need that. I don't need that out there. So they're having a meetup group at a bar right by my house. I thought, fine. I walk over there, walk inside. No one is there. No one shows up. I've never been stood up by a collective group of people before. They should change the name of that website to maybe we'll meetup.com. And now I'm walking around the bar, going up to strangers. Strangers. You guys here for the snowboarding club? You guys here for the snowboarding group? Which in New York speak means, do you want to buy cocaine? So now I'm walking around this bar like a lonely coke dealer. I'm honestly getting depressed that no one wants to buy the cocaine I'm not even selling. Luckily for me, there was a coke dealer meetup group going on right next door. Hey, I'm Adam Lowitt. Enjoy Wyatt, Cenac, everybody. Thank you guys so much.